Today I'm going to show you how to inset like a pro in Blender using the Inset tool so you can create cleaner panel details, control face spacing, and build much better looking hard surface shapes. This is a simple workflow, but once you understand these shortcuts, you'll move much faster in Blender and get far more precise results. If this tutorial helps you out, please hit like and subscribe for more Blender tips and quick guides. Now let's jump in. First, press Tab to enter edit mode. You need edit mode because the Inset tool works on mesh components, especially faces. Once you're in edit mode, press 3 on your keyboard to switch to face selection. This is important because Inset is used on faces, not vertices or edges. Now select the face you want to work on. If you want to choose more than one face, hold Shift and click to add them to your selection. Picking the right face is the foundation of the whole operation because the inset will be created from whatever face or group of faces you select. With your face selected, press I to activate inset. As soon as you do this, move your mouse to control the inset size. Blender will create a smaller face inside the original one, and this is one of the easiest ways to add detail to your model. If you want each face to inset separately instead of acting like one combined shape, press I again while the tool is active. This switches to individual mode. That's useful when you have multiple faces selected and you want them to keep their own separate inset structure rather than sharing one group border. Now, while you're still moving the mouse, hold Ctrl to adjust the depth. This adds a more pronounced 3D effect and is useful when you want the inset to push in or pull out a little more dramatically. If you're making panel lines, vents, or mechanical details, this gives you a lot more control. If you notice the inset affecting open edges in a way you don't want, press B to toggle boundary. This helps prevent shrinking on open borders and keeps the inset behavior cleaner around mesh edges. It's a very handy setting when you're working on shapes that aren't fully enclosed. You can also press O to toggle Outset. Instead of creating an inset that goes inward, Outset pushes the geometry outward from the original face. This is great when you want to build raised details, bevel-like shapes, or a surface feature that stands proud of the base mesh. For precise control, click to confirm the inset, then open the F9 panel at the bottom left. This panel gives you exact tool settings, including thickness. If you want accurate, repeatable results, this is where you fine-tune the operation instead of guessing with the mouse. In that same panel, check Select Outer if you want Blender to select the surrounding ring after the inset is created. This is really useful for follow-up modeling steps because it lets you immediately continue with another edit without reselecting everything manually. From there, if you want to add more depth to the new ring or shape, press Alt+E to open the Extrude options. This lets you extrude the inset geometry and add proper volume to the model. It's a great next step after insetting, especially for creating recessed panels, raised borders, and detailed mechanical forms. And that's the basic pro workflow for using the Inset tool in Blender. Enter edit mode, switch to face select, choose your face, use I to inset, use I again for individual mode, hold Ctrl for depth control, use B for boundary, use O for outset, and fine-tune everything in the F9 panel. Once you get comfortable with these shortcuts, inset modeling becomes much faster and much more precise. If this Blender tutorial helped you, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more simple 3D modeling tips, shortcuts, and beginner-friendly Blender guides.